This is how much 6,000 US dollars gets you for a 1-bed, 1-bath condo in Bangkok. Yes, you heard that right. 6,000 USD. I am also in disbelief. So welcome to the Scope Langsuan. And actually, I lied because one of the units is 10,000 US dollars a month. So let's go check it out. The entrance of the building is protected by security guards 24/7, and as you can see, some very fancy cars are parked outside, which is all coordinated by the valet at the building to bring you your car whenever you may need it. There are some very helpful front desk staff and lots of fancy couches and lounging areas in case you're waiting at the base of your building for any portion of time. These couches are worth 5 million Thai baht, or about 150 US dollars per couch. The designers definitely didn't spare any expenses, but it makes sense because Phuket, where the Langsuan is located, is Bangkok's most prestigious address. Actually, in 2019, this piece of land broke Bangkok's record for the highest value land acquisition. We swung by the mailroom on the way to the elevators. I think there's like 6 or 8 of them that all are direct service elevators, so they actually open directly into your unit. This first unit we'll check out is a 1-bed, 1-bath that is currently unfurnished, but can become furnished upon request. It is 84 square meters or approximately 900 square feet, so it's a rather large unit for being a 1-bed, 1-bath spot. But I guess it does cost $6,000 in rent a month, so makes sense. Although it's advertised as a 1-bed, 1-bath, it does technically have 2 bathrooms. One of them is just the small entryway bathroom, which is just a toilet and doesn't include a shower, so therefore, I guess it doesn't count as a proper bathroom. The view from the living room is spectacular. There's a lot of green space and some very iconic, beautiful buildings. Kitchen area also includes a wine cellar, which of course it does, as well as the oven, a microwave, and lots of storage space. Moving into the bedroom, we have a pretty large bedroom space with equally stunning floor-to-ceiling window views. You get a small peek into some of the furnishing that can come in the bedroom, such as that desk there, and right off to the side of the room is the walk-in closet with plenty of storage space, as well as the powder room. I swear it's always the fancy buildings that have powder rooms, but it's essentially a place to do your makeup or get ready in the morning that is not in your bathroom. But there is, of course, a bathroom with a fancy toilet, as well as 2 shower heads and a bathtub. It has 2 sinks as well. It's pretty clear that although it's a 1-bed, 1-bath unit, it's meant for 2 people. There's also a ton of shoe storage space when you come into the unit, as well as a washer dryer in unit as well. So now that we've visited this $6,000 a month unit, let's go check out the even more insane, way nicer $10,000 a month unit that is a 2-bed, 2-bath spot. This unit is 168 square meters or about 1,800 square feet, about double the size of the 1-bed, 1-bath unit we saw earlier. Walking in, you have the guest bathroom before you come into this huge open concept kitchen and living room area. All of the furniture and interior design was curated by Thomas Jewel Hansen, who is a world-famous interior designer. The blinds, of course, can open automatically if you wish and reveal the most stunning view to the north. One quick thing to flag is that although this unit is on the 24th floor, the area right in front of this building and in front of these windows are actually still open to construction, so in the future there could potentially be larger buildings to block this insane view. But that also means the units on this side of the building are a little bit cheaper than on the other side. These tables and countertops are all real marble, real Italian marble in fact, which I think is the hallmark of a fancy building. Honestly, walking into this space made me question all of my life decisions because at one point I was pretty happy with the amount of money and status that I had currently, but then after walking in here, I'm like, damn, maybe I do want to be a multi-millionaire who can afford living in these types of places. But anyway, if we move to the entryway, we once again see these huge shoe closets right by the elevator and entrance to the room that have multi-tier systems for storing your things. I don't even own this many pairs of shoes, so clearly this was not built for me. These elevators do stop direct into your room, but are secured by facial security cameras, so no strangers will be getting in. There's also a laundry room that is hidden away in a separate corner of the house. And the kitchen, of course, has Bosch dishwashers as well as the newest Gaggenau range hood, which apparently is a very nice brand. The fridge is also extra large, and of course another little wine cellar off to the side that is temperature controlled. Moving on to the living quarters, we have a room just for pillows, which I guess is important as you move to the first bathroom and the smaller of the two rooms that can be used as a desk/home office space. You can basically ask for it to be customized as a home office or as a bedroom, kind of depends on your preferences. And as with all the other rooms in this unit, huge floor-to-ceiling windows, which I absolutely love, that have, once again, a absolutely stunning view of Bangkok. Oh, the luxury that I wish I could afford. And of course, I have to highlight the toilet once again because it's one of those automatic ones, which are actually super common in Bangkok. Almost every residential bathroom in like a nicer building has them. But now let's move on to the master bedroom, which has this huge ensuite bathroom, as well as a huge bed, and again, those floor-to-ceiling windows. This bedroom feels so spacious. You have a lot of place to move around, and a full body mirror for when you're doing your fit checks. The bathroom and bedroom just has a big piece of glass connecting them, but you can pull down a curtain as well. Oh, and this beautiful view. It honestly reminds me a lot of Central Park in New York, that just big green space among this concrete jungle that is Bangkok, which is actually kind of cool because the architect who designed this building also designed New York's most expensive condos, so fun callback. You can definitely see that the materials used in this build were top-notch. This here is the powder room, and then also right beside that is the walk-in closet, which has so much space to store everything you could possibly need, all in one place. The bathroom is also huge and features a bathtub, 2 sinks, and of course the dual shower heads and the stand-up shower as well. The dual shower heads are actually such a game changer if you have a partner. I really wish I had one in my current condo. So, what do you think so far? Is this place worth 10,000 USD a month? This is really nice. If you're not yet convinced, let me take you around to the amenities in this building because they are also amazing. We'll start at the gym, which is fully equipped with all the techno gym equipment you could possibly need, from treadmills and ellipticals to leg presses, ab machines, pull-up bars, and everything in between. Plus, we see the comeback of the floor-to-ceiling windows that keep the space really bright and energetic for moving around. They also have specialized running studios as well as a spin studio too, right by the pool. There's also a larger open space with a big TV in case you want to do any guided yoga or stretching. The gym, I believe, is on the 9th floor, so the views are pretty nice, but not skyline views like you would see in the apartments. But of course, here I am being picky, asking for skyline views at a gym. But also maybe not, because my current building has a skyline view gym and it's like 1/6 the price of this building. If you want to see that building, you can check it out in the video here, but for now let's move on to the kids play area in the condo. This huge room has a whiteboard for learning, lots of toys, setups to play house, which would have been my childhood self's dream, a huge giraffe, as well as a foosball table, lots of board games, Space Invaders, literally everything you could possibly want as a, 2 to 10-year-old. The fridge is also always stocked with ice cream in that room, which, wow. Moving on to the pool area, the pool is actually closed on the day that I went to visit. For those of you who don't know, Bangkok had a pretty major earthquake not so long ago, and so the pool was one of the few parts in this building that was damaged and was closed for repairs temporarily. Honestly, I was surprised that the rest of the building didn't have any cracks in the walls or anything else just a week after the earthquake. I was told that this building was not really impacted by the earthquake due to its strong construction, and my building, personally, that I live in now, was heavily impacted. So you can definitely tell the difference between maybe a nicer build or a stronger build and a less strong build. But for now, let's move on to the spa area where you have this huge change room with a lot of amenities to shower or wash up in, which leads you then to a cold plunge, a hot plunge, a steam room, and a sauna, all in one place. I personally am a fan of the hot tubs and the steam rooms, and less so the cold plunges, but I hear they're actually pretty good for you, and they've definitely skyrocketed in popularity recently, so maybe I would actually give them a try. That is, if I can ever afford to live in a condo like this, which, not yet, but maybe one day. After this stop at the spa, or thermal baths I believe it's called, let's head to the wellness room. The wellness suites are meant to be the in-house massage spots. Essentially, you can ask the front desk or hire yourself a masseuse, and they can come to your building and give you a massage from the comfort of your own home. The space also features a bathtub, lots of water, and everything you would need to recover post-massage. I will flag though, the wellness suite you do have to reserve in advance, and I believe it's about 500 baht or $15 an hour to use. Now let's move on to the club lounge, or the co-working space of the apartment. This room is also covered in designer furniture and even has its own private bar that comes with a barista who can make you coffees, drinks, or even offer complimentary pastries at your discretion. Residents of the building get 2 free coffees a day if they come and use the space, and as you can see, the space is really beautiful. Not only that, it's also really functional with 2 study rooms with 4 chairs each if you need to take any meetings. They remind me a lot of my office building rooms as well, with really ergonomic and comfortable chairs, as well as a TV for projecting your PowerPoints as you need. And they also have 2 phone booth rooms for those more private conversations that maybe you don't want the rest of the condo to overhear. There are also, of course, the big long desks and chairs that you can share with others while doing work if you want to. Keep in mind, some of these rooms you do have to reserve. For example, this extra large conference room. Actually, for this one, you also have to pay to reserve the space, but I'm assuming most people don't need a 20-person conference room just every day. Overall, this space is definitely really nice. It's maybe one of my more favorite spots in the condo because it's both functional as well as very beautiful to look at. Heading out of the co-working spaces, we can also see there's a special storage unit section of the condo where if you have excess stuff, you can pay to have it stored in the condo as well. And past that area, we head to the music room, which I was the most excited to check out. I personally love music, and this space has everything you need and is almost a mini recording studio. The space is also reservation only, and it's free to use if you're under 16 for up to 2 hours a day. However, if you're older than that, then it's like 1,000 baht to rent out the room for about an hour. Up next, let's head to the theater room. Without sounding too much like a broken record, this theater room you also have to book in advance if you want to use it. The condo will show certain movies a couple times a month, and then it's free to come and watch it. But if you want to rent it out for your own personal use or watch your own movies, then you do have to reserve, or about 1,000 baht for 2 hours. Next, we'll check out the dressing room, which is basically your in-house nail salon, mani-pedi spa, hair salon, etc. It's described as a room that you can rent out if you're getting ready for some sort of event and want some private space to do so. You do have to reserve in advance, and it's a couple thousand baht every few hours. I would never have a purpose for this room. I think my bathroom is very sufficient, but it's cool that it's there. And clearly, I'm not the target demographic here. Beyond this, there's also a 34th floor rooftop common area that you can rent out, but it was busy today, so we couldn't go visit it. And there's also a garden/barbecue area on the first floor. I've been finding some of the policies about having to pay to use certain spaces a little bit interesting because the rent is so expensive already, so I would imagine it should be included. But that's just me. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments what you guys think about this luxury condo, and I will see you next time. Bye!